Hello you guys. In today's video we are discussing slippage and what happens when you're going through a massive transformation and you've been doing great and you tend to have a little bit of slippage going in the wrong direction. I'm going to tell you why that happens, why it's good that that happens, and how to get through it in the best way possible. All right, so you're going through a massive transformation, right? And you have been doing great and you're moving forward and you're feeling good and you're finally starting to understand like your purpose in the world and your life and what you're doing and how you're creating, and you've got all this great stuff. And then something hits you hard. And guess what happens? You have slippage and you fall backwards. Yes, and you just slip back into something old, an old pattern, an old way. You're kind of in the gutter. It can be something simple like a song or part of a movie that you're watching and you're like, it brings back, draws back old memories, old feelings, old situations that you haven't dealt with before. This is a normal part of your transformation. When you start realizing that you are a creator of your life and you start transforming yourself into something spectacular, then what happens is you are going to slip back because your life hasn't fully transformed yet. So you have old experiences that you're still dealing with and old people in your life. Just like the holidays, everyone gets so stressed out around Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of that because they're dealing with their family, right? And their family's coming back in. It's the same old thing, and it draws them back. It puts them back into the place where they were 5 years ago when they weren't healed, and that brings back all those bad emotions again, or whenever it is. But I'm here to tell you this: your triggers and the things that put you back into that gutter for a little bit are your treasures, because without the triggers, your transformation can't really move forward. And so the way I like to describe this, and I just used this week with a friend of mine who was asking me about this exact scenario of, I slipped and I feel so bad about myself, and I said, no, 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 no. Every single person in the world that's going through transformation tends to slip backwards, and it works a little bit like this. I used to work at NASA, not for NASA, but for a contractor of NASA, and one of my jobs one time as a computer animator was to draw out and animate different wave patterns. And so you have a wave, and a wave goes like this, right? And the way that they like to show the different patterns is if you have a ball and the ball's going like this. Well, the way that you can tell the different kind of pattern that's going in a wave is if it goes into a circle. And so when you really look at the ball, it's not going like this. A ball would be going on like a liquid wave, would be going more like this. It's bouncing up and down, it's bouncing up and down, and it's creating these little circles. Well, your transformation is exactly the same. Just because you're slipping back a little bit does not mean you are not moving forward. And we slip back and then we move forward. And that is the way the waves of your transformation go. Triggers are the thing that will catapult you greater forward in your wave than if you had nothing there at all and you had no resistance. I know it sounds like no resistance sounds like a beautiful place to be and all of that, but honestly, slippage is your treasure. It is the thing that you really want to understand, how great it can be to slip a little bit backwards, because you can see not only the thing that you want to transform from, but also how much further that you've actually gone. So the things that you don't want to do, you don't want to stay in an area where you're going backwards for more than a day or two. And you want to just examine that particular thing that's happened, and then how are you going to get through it? You're going to use all the tools of your transformation, all the things that you've learned now, whether it be to find friends, family, whoever it is that can help you talk it out, get it out off your chest. Why did this happen? Why did this trigger you? Let's move on. Use all the tools that you have to make it into that transformation and get out of your hole. Don't let this go on for weeks and weeks. Don't let this cause a major depression. Do not let yourself tell yourself that I knew this is how it was going to be and that you wouldn't move beyond it. No, that is a lie. That is your ego lying to you. You are perfectly capable of moving forward and just continuing your transformation. And then the next time that this particular trigger hits you, it's not that you won't slip back a little bit, but you'll get out of it much faster. And eventually it will not be a problem at all. So you want to make sure you don't stay in that place where you've slipped backwards. And more importantly, you want to make sure that you recognize that it's temporary. It's a temporary place that you're in. You are not there permanently anymore. You have done all of this work and you have transformed. And when you are a creator and you're cultivating your experiences, you're going to also have a lot of triggers that are going to try and leave you stagnant and broken and left behind. Do not let them stop you. Move forward. You will learn so much more in these triggering moments than if you didn't. If your line is just like this, you're not learning. So we need a line that goes like this. We need to understand that our slips happen. And you know, sometimes it is the way it is. And you got to have a little slippage in order to move forward. And it's okay. And that's just how it is. That's how life is, okay? It's not going to be all roses all the time. Slippage happens, and that's just the way it is. I love you guys. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. I'm Jodi with Enlightenya, Transformational Life Coach. If you're looking for support, all my contact information is below. Give me a call, contact me either way on my website. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.